Hey, my name is Kim. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am back with my favorite video of the year. This is my what I got my kids for Christmas video. I still look forward to filming and sharing this one. I am filming at night, so I apologize for the poor lighting, but I realized that this was the only time that I could film this week. So with my work schedule, so it is what it is. I'm going to be sharing what I bought for my almost 13-year-old daughter, 12-year-old boy, 7-year-old boy, and almost 4-year-old boy. We have 2 January birthdays, so that's why I say almost. But if gift ideas for any of those age ranges interest you, please keep watching. I like to stick to a reasonable budget. I usually budget $1,000 for Christmas presents for all 4. I tend to spend a little bit more on the older ones and a little less on the younger ones. This year, I will share what I spent per child, but I think it ended up being more like $1,200. But and the funny thing is, I think I went a bit more minimal than I did last year, but I just kind of bought them more quality gifts than I did last year, I guess. Anyways, if you're interested in seeing what I got for my kids, please keep watching. All right, so here I have their wrapping paper and their Christmas pajamas. So I like to assign each child a wrapping paper. So this is for my daughter. I do have extra rolls too. And then there's also a roll for gifts from my friend. Yeah. So this is for my almost 13-year-old daughter, 12-year-old son, 7-year-old son, and for my almost 4-year-old son. So I think they'll be pleased with that. It's fun for them to look and see what's wrapped in which wrapping paper. And then here's the Christmas pajamas. So I feel like I got a pretty good deal on these. I wanted to get something a little different than what I usually do. We've done very Christmassy pajamas the last couple of years. I think we did like green and white striped with red touches, and then we did all red, and then another year of all red. So very, very Christmassy pajamas. I wanted to do something a little bit different, and I saw these on Shein, and this wasn't a matching set. I just kind of put them together because they looked like they went together, and I thought these were really cute. Matching, but not too matching, not so Christmassy they can't use it for other at other times of the year, so I went for it. And the quality on some is better than others, but honestly, they were still not too bad. So for my daughter, she is women's medium. Honestly, I love Shein pajama pants. They are super thin and lightweight, which is nice for sleeping and not overheating at night. So came with these pants and a nice thin shirt. I feel like the quality is a little bit with this shirt, but the pants are better than the shirt. For the 12-year-old boy and the 7-year-old boy, I got them matching set. So they're long sleeved. And this was the 13-14 size, and it still looks like it might be slightly small, but I don't know. He's still wearing pajamas that we bought him 3 years ago. He likes tight pajamas, so I think it'll be okay. These two are also pretty skinny, so these super narrow pants should be fine. Yeah, so they're not wide-legged like my daughter's. They're pretty narrow, and they're the jogger bottom pants. So yeah, I think actually these pajamas being a little undersized will work fine for both of them. Like I said, my 7-year-old has the same set, and I got him the size 8-year-old. This is definitely more like a small 7 though, not an 8, and this would be more like a 10 to 12 size in store rather than 13, 14. And then for my almost 4-year-old, I got him size 4. And he has this set. It's almost like pinkish beige in here. And these are much more like flannel feeling pajama pants. So pretty cute, and the matching shirts. So I thought this all went together really nicely and felt Christmassy, but not too Christmassy. Something a little different than what we've done before. And again, I got all of these pajamas off of Shein, and it was like $45 free shipping. And this wrapping paper all came from Dollar Tree, and this one came from Walmart. Yeah, I think all of these were from, maybe Paw Patrol was from Dollarama? Oh yeah, Paw Patrol was from Dollarama. These ones were from Dollar Tree, and this was from Walmart. So let's get into the gifts. I'm trying to find a spot for good lighting. I will not be showing stocking stuffers in this video. That will be a later video because I don't have them yet. Little pan of the table. All right, so here are the two older kids' gifts. Now, my oldest daughter, her big gift was more pricey than the other kids' big gifts. So she has a less number of things to open, and that's fine. Whereas, and I'll explain that when I show her big gift. You probably see it. So, like for my 12-year-old and my 7-year-old, they got like 4 or 5 things to make up the one big want gift, whereas she just has the one big want gift over there. So I'll explain that as I go through, but you can probably see, my 12-year-old has more gifts, but her things were more pricey, so that's just kind of how it worked out. So my almost 13-year-old daughter's total was, before tax, I always do my budgets for Christmas before tax, was $390. So I will go through and explain the things she really, really wanted and just a couple things I added in that were a little bit cheaper just to bulk up her pile a little bit. So for her big want, she has mentioned wanting an iPad, and that is big. Oops. She draws like crazy, and she's starting to do a lot of digital art on her iPhone, which is a hand-me-down from me. And it's hard to do on a little screen. So she's been asking, I think she only actually asked once, maybe twice about getting an iPad. And I was like, well, we'll see, they're pretty pricey. I had planned to get a refurbished one for about $200. And this one went on sale for Black Friday for $280. And it is in 9th generation, which is pretty good. So I went for it, but it meant she was a little bit over budget compared to the other kids. So it threw things off a little, but this one is just a much better model than what I could have got refurbished, and it wasn't too much more. So she has that as her big want. And I normally wouldn't buy things like iPads for young kids, but it's for her digital art. So I decided to splurge. Then for her need, she's getting a case, and I got this off Shein. It was like $8 or something. Just a clear case. And then she has some of these. She actually hasn't watched this movie, but she really loves Ghostface. So she's got some Ghostface stickers to put on the back of her iPad if she wants. So that is want and need. She also has brought these up a couple of times. She really wanted these Steve Madden Brindley shoes. Normally these are like $90. She sent me pictures of these in the summer a couple times. I found them on sale for $55, so I bought them back in September or October and tucked them away. She's going to be so excited about those. They're pretty cute. Just a little bit of a twist on the white sneaker that's really popular right now. So, and then I also found these at Halloween and tucked them aside. She loves candy corn, so those are going with the shoes, but that's her wear. And then she also mentioned this book. She asked if I could find it at the library, and they didn't have it there, but of course I looked on Amazon and they had it. It was like $30 though. So all these things really added up, and so it meant the other things had to be a little bit cheaper. I'll explain that, but she loves this podcast, so she's going to be really excited to get this graphic novel. Yeah, and then I bought these 2 books secondhand. She's really into the romance of all kinds lately, so I got her this one, and these ones were only $5 each on Marketplace, and they're still in really good condition, so she'll be excited for those. And then to bulk up her pile, she mentioned wanting a drawing stand, and I found this at Dollarama for $5 so that she can draw in bed at night. I thought that was a pretty good deal. And this cup, so at Starbucks, if you're a rewards member, you save up stars. You get 2 stars for every $1 you spend, and they have challenges where you can earn extra. So after a while, I had 400 stars, and I honestly didn't spend $200 to get there. I got a lot of bonus stars for doing different challenges, like, for example, buying 2 cold brews in 1 week got me 80 stars. So eventually I got up to 400 stars, and when you have 400 stars, you can put it towards $20 worth of merchandise. And this cup, they're usually $40. Here, there's the original price. Happened to be on sale for $20, so I only paid $1 for this cup. And I think, and this is so pretty, so this was done in collaboration with an artist. And I thought this was gorgeous, this rainbow cup with the rainbow straw, and I only paid $1. This might be her gift from my special friend, if you know what I mean. And yes, we still do gifts from him at their age. I tell them when they stop believing, they stop receiving. Most of the gifts come from us, but one comes from our special friend. This is for my 12-year-old stepson. So his big want was games for the Switch. So he mentioned wanting this one. And if you have a Switch, you know how expensive these games are. So it might feel kind of piddly to have like this as your want compared to that, but it added up to about the same. So he mentioned wanting this game, and I thought these would be a fun addition to add with that. And then we were watching a movie. I can't remember what it was on Netflix. If I remember, I'll put it in. But it was like 90s or no, early 2000s themed. And then we brought up Oregon Trail, and he was like, oh, that sounds so fun. I wish I could play it. And I was like, I wonder if they make it for the Switch. And sure enough, they do. So that was exciting. But yeah, so it was like 80 for this, 55 for this. It sure adds up quickly. So that's his want. For his need, he mentioned wanting another set of Joy-Cons. He has 2 sets right now, but he wanted one more so that he could play with one more person. So that's his need. For his wear, I had trouble with wear because I wanted to get him a pair of like Crocs, name brand Crocs. But then we found some secondhand and got them, and they were in really good condition. So I got a whole bunch of different Jibbits. I got a bunch of cat ones and Star Wars, Pokemon, and Mario. He loves all those things. And I think those might also be the gift from our special friend. And then for his wear, I guess, yeah, it's part of the wear. He does need some new clothes. And I found some fun things on Shein for him. So he's always talking about these different things like mewing and what the Sigma and, Skibbity or whatever, Man, I'm sounding old, but this was one of the shirts. I thought that was funny. He loves cats. And then this one, he loves axolotls too. And this one, he also is a question asker. So axolotl questions. I think this first one might be a women's size, but it's like neutral sizing really, or a neutral fit. This is a 13-year-old boy size. And then I thought he would think that is funny. And then he also got 2 hoodies. He goes to French school. So I thought this was so cute. And then this one I thought he would think is funny. So I have lots of clothes from Shein and I love them. So does my daughter. I hadn't bought him anything from there before. And honestly, normally I just buy things from the secondhand store for my kids or, clearance things. So having some nice new clothes should be fun. And we are not really about the name brands here. Shein is great for us. I got this book because he's been having anxiety about different world issues lately, and I thought this would be cool. So serious scientific answers to absurd hypothetical questions. And so the author, I guess, is, I don't know, I can't remember the author's background, but he's very knowledgeable, and you could ask any question and he will break it down for you in a scientific way. So I thought that would be a great book for him. And that was actually used on Amazon, but it looks brand new. And then he had asked me to to request these novels at the library. Last year I got him the novel set, and it turns out he wanted the graphic novel ones. So I made sure to get graphic novels this time. But the Five Nights at Freddy's graphic novels, he asked for these different volumes to be brought in at the library. And so I just went and bought them on Amazon. And these were all used too, but again, pretty much brand new condition for all of them, except this one. I was a little annoyed about the condition of this one, but whatever. I did buy it used, but again, I'm used to brand new condition for Amazon used. But yeah, so that is the almost 13-year-olds and the 12-year-olds piles. All right, so here are the little boys' gifts. Not everything is here for my 7-year-old, so I'll explain what's missing. And they were even in budget until I found something that I wanted to add to my 7-year-old's pile. So I'll explain that. It was a really good deal and I could not pass it up. I'll explain that. But anyways, let me show you what I got for them. So like I said, I love the want, need, wear, read, but it ends up being categories for me, especially if some of the kids have cheaper things that they want and the others have more expensive things. So let me explain that. I feel like my 7-year-old has more, a greater number of gifts than my almost 4-year-old. It doesn't look that way here now, but there are a couple things missing. Anyways, let me just show you. So for his want, he really wanted games for the Switch. So His brother got this one for his birthday, and they have been arguing over it, and he desperately wants to play with him. His brother, so the 12-year-old, has a Switch that he bought with his Christmas money last year, and my 7-year-old has a Switch Lite that he bought with his birthday money. And stupidly, they can't use games back and forth. It like downloads onto one device only. I don't know why. But yeah, so he really was jealous of this game. So that is one of his big gifts. And I found this today on Marketplace, and I just threw that in because it was only $5, and I thought he might be jealous of my 12-year-old having 2 games. So added that in there. He used to be really into Ryan, but I think he'll like a racing sort of game. He also really wanted, he has a TV in his room with a DVD player, and I still feel like he's kind of young for this, but he really wanted a Roku. So, and this was normally $40, went on sale for $20. So I got that too. And then he really wanted a storage card to be able to download more games. And this also went on sale for Black Friday. So, and then lastly this. So he pointed this out to me. He's so into Minecraft right now, as you can probably tell. And he pointed this out to me at Walmart, and it was $30 for all these different figures. They're all made out of metal. I thought that was a pretty good deal. He has this particular one here that he got in a grab bag. I thought that was not too bad for $30. So these things are his want, and it kind of adds up to the same as, you know, not quite the same as my daughter's iPad, but it adds up to the price of a big gift. It's hard when they want little things like games, and definitely equivalent to my 12-year-old son's. So my daughter has a ramen bowl that she got for Christmas a couple years ago. My husband has one that I got him for his birthday a while ago, and I just got myself one at a craft fair. And he has been using my husband's, but he wanted his own, and he saw this one when I was looking on Amazon, and he pointed that out. I think this will be his gift from our special friend. For his need, this is kind of a need too. The wants and needs are kind of lumping together. But he has been using just a random shopping bag for his soccer stuff. He has soccer practice and games twice a week. And I saw this bag, and I'll show you what it looks like. And he peeped over my shoulder and saw it. He doesn't know he's getting it, but he really liked it because you can put a ball into it. So that's his need. And then for his wear, he's getting this robe. I actually bought this on Marketplace for $5. And he doesn't have a robe. My youngest son got one for Christmas last year. He loves his comfy and stuff, so I think he'll like a robe. And then to go with that, he's getting a couple of plushies, and I will just show you those. These 3 different ones. He asked for all of these. They are coming from AliExpress. I don't order a lot from AliExpress, but plushies I do, because they're always great condition, great quality. And yeah, but it takes a long time to get them, and they're not here yet. So, and then he's also getting, so he had Minecraft diamond armor for his costume for Halloween this year, and he really wanted a sword. So I got him a foam sword to go with his costume. So those things are his wear. I know I'm kind of pushing it a little bit, but I felt like those plushies went with the robe. So, and the robe is really cheap. For his read, I got him this book from Dollarama, and it wasn't very expensive, I don't think. I don't know, it was like $2 or $3. And then we watched all the Dalmatian movies, and he loves them, and I saw this at the thrift store, and it was only 95 cents, and it's still in like brand new condition. And so, like brand new. So I thought he would really like that. And it's nice that it's a little bit longer for him. He's totally capable of reading chapter books now. And then he specifically asked for this, and so I got him that. And then I also found this at the thrift store, and so I threw that in there for $2.95. And then I got these for $10, I think, for both of them off Marketplace. And then this is what I added in that really made us go over budget. So I got him one of these books. It was the newest one from the Scholastic book sale. He read it in a day. And when he told me that, I was so impressed. And so someone on Marketplace was selling the other 8 in the series for $5 each. So I just went ahead and got them. So he's actually going to have the whole series. So I think he will be thrilled. That is my 7-year-old. Christmas. I'm so out of breath doing this. Part of it is lugging around all the different things and then just talking so much. But that's my 7-year-old's Christmas. And then finally my 4-year-old. Okay, so I feel yeah, this went on sale for Black Friday and it kind of put me over, but let me show you everything that he got. Okay, so he got a train track set for Christmas last year and he loves it and he still uses it all the time. But I don't know if we've lost a couple pieces or the dog has gotten into them, but he needs more. So I think he can, yeah, he just needs more. And I liked this one because the bridge is a lot more stable than the one that we got for Christmas. So he got more wooden train tracks. That's his need. And then I thought this would be fun to go with it. It's a battery powered train. Oh my gosh, he's going to love that it's going to move on its own. So that's his need. And another need, but also kind of a want. He broke his tablet that he got a couple years ago. And it wasn't really his fault because the dog had chewed off part of the case. Unfortunately, she's grown out of that now, but she went through like a chewing phase. And then, so this side was unprotected and he dropped it and it just shattered the screen. So this went on sale for $75, normally $140, I think. So I jumped on that. So that's another need, but also kind of a want. And then his want gift that I think he'll be so excited about, at his occupational therapist appointments, they have this toy and he always asks for them to bring it out. So I got him his own. I think he's going to be so thrilled, but I hope we don't lose any of the pieces. This is a Melissa and Doug garage. I will link all the Amazon things below. Everything I got was like Walmart, Amazon, Shein, and then a couple of AliExpress that isn't here yet. But yeah, that was his want. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Oh yeah, this is probably going to be from our special friend. He loves Transformers and he really likes this show. It's a Korean show on Netflix and this car transforms. This was actually like $30 and I thought it was going to be a bit bigger, but I think he will love that. So that's going to be from our special friend there. And then for his wear, he loves dinos too. I got him a hand puppet just from Dollarama. And I also got this. This was at Walmart, marked down all their costumes to $5. And so I grabbed him just a costume. That's when the boys like to throw on costumes and like wrestle and play. So, and he loves Transformers. So I think he will love that. For his books, he still likes JJ a bit. So I got him this book. Really into dinosaurs lately, and this one is a touch and feel one, which I thought was pretty cool. All of his books came from Dollarama actually, and a dino counting book, pretty cute. And then can you find dinosaurs? So one of his things for his speech development is incorporating the word I, so saying like I can see aprons is super helpful to him. So these I Spy books are great, and that is my 4-year-old's pile. Okay, it's almost 11 o'clock now and I started just before 10. So I hope you enjoyed seeing what I got my kids for Christmas. Like I said, I love filming this video. I'm sorry about the crappy lighting in here, but nighttime was the only time I could film this. I will add in my kids' budget. So my oldest daughter, I spent $390. Second oldest was like $320. Third was $280. And fourth was $240. So that's how I broke up our budget. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. Comment below with what you're getting your kids for Christmas, and I'll see you in my next video.